In most orders, bayat is mandatory before you get any practices. So you give bayat to the sheikh, and then you receive the practices. Now, in our order, as many of you already know, that Hazrat Sayyid Abdul Bari Shah Rahmatullah Alayh, our great grand sheikh, wanted to completely do away with this tradition of bayat, but then um, he realized that it is the importance of bayat, and then but the difference between our order and other orders is that we give the practices to new students, and there is no obligation to give bayat in the beginning. So you can complete 2 stages of the practices without bayat, but when you reach the 3rd stage, then the bayat becomes mandatory. Students can also give bayat before that stage. The whole idea of postponing this the bayat is to give a chance to both the sheikh and the student to understand each other, for the sheikh to know that yes, this student has the capability, for the student to understand the practices and the commitment that he or she has to make. It's a lifelong, as you know, it's a lifelong commitment. And then give bayat. Because if you give bayat, you have to understand, if you give bayat in the beginning and then the student stops doing the practices, this is a kind of disrespect to the bayat. So that is what bayat is, and that is the significance of bayat. It's not that when you haven't given bayat, you are not a part of, you are still, you are, of course, you are part of the order, you receive blessings, and you receive blessings from the elders of the orders, different orders. So it's not that you are doing practices of a particular order, because we have 5 orders, we give practices in 5 orders. So you receive blessings from the saints of the other orders as well. But when you make it formal, when you give bayat, then you become like formally a part of the order, and obviously you when you part, it's like a part of the family. When you become a part of the family, then obviously the blessings, the nature of the blessings may change, and you will feel, some people, some students feel the same blessings in a different way, because the commitment, because of the commitment. Because when you give bayat, obviously you're making a lifelong commitment, and that makes a big difference in terms of what you receive through the same practices. So as I said, students have to give bayat when they reach the 3rd stage of the practices, but they can, when they feel that yes, this order and these practices make sense to them, and then they realize that these practices, they can make a lifelong commitment, and make these practices a part of their daily routine, integrate these practices into their lives. I think they can give bayat, because then it becomes formal, and is something which will only increase the benefits.